South Padre Island, located along the southern coastal tip of Texas, offers visitors the best of two worlds. Within the city limits of the town of South Padre are towering condominiums and luxury hotels. But just north of the development stretch miles of undisturbed beach. The island's abundant wildlife knows no boundaries. And within the town and beyond, native creatures like the brown pelican thrive. Padre Island is the world's longest barrier island, stretching 113 miles from Corpus Christi to the resort community of South Padre Island. Since 1964, the island has been divided by the man-made channel at Port Mansfield, some 30 miles north of the town. The terms North Padre Island and South Padre Island are often used to refer to the portions separated by the Mansfield Channel. The Brazos Santiago Pass divides the southern end of the island from Boca Chica Beach. The island is named after Padre José Nicolás Bailly, who settled on the island and established a cattle ranch in the early 1800s, and whose statue greets visitors as they enter the island. The land was originally a Spanish land grant, given by the King of Spain to Bailly's grandfather. Long before Spaniards settled on the island and before indigenous people roamed the beaches, the island was a haven for a remarkable variety of wildlife, such as the great blue heron. While cassocked Spaniards and barefoot Indians no longer tread the sandy shores, wildlife remains abundant. The island lies in a general north-south direction, and waves ceaselessly wash ashore from the Gulf of Mexico to the east. The western edge of the island is surrounded by the Laguna Madre, or Mother Lagoon, covering approximately 600 square miles, and it is one of only 3 hypersaline bays in the world. The lower Laguna Madre covers about 300 square miles, from the land cut, some 30 miles north of Port Mansfield, to the jetties at the Brazos Santiago Pass. The Laguna Madre is saltier than the Gulf of Mexico. The bay has an average depth of less than 3 feet, and because there are no major rivers that empty into the laguna, the warm, dry climate and low annual rainfall account for a high rate of evaporation that concentrates the salt. The lack of major freshwater inflow, which would cause turbidity, also contributes to making the lower Laguna Madre the clearest bay in Texas. This combination of clear and shallow waters means ample sunlight reaches the bay bottom, promoting luxuriant seagrass growth. Seagrasses are the basis for high natural productivity in the lower Laguna Madre and provide both food and shelter for life in the bay. The lower Laguna Madre is the most productive bay in Texas, and 30 years of data collected by Texas Parks and Wildlife coastal fisheries biologists bear this out, as more than 50% of the trophy trout 30 inches or better, have come from the lower Laguna Madre. The bay bordering South Padre is also home to many other game fish, such as red drum or redfish, flounder, and the state's largest population of snook, a sleek tropical species that thrives in the lower Laguna Madre. Snook are easily identified by the snazzy racing stripe running down their side. The surf also offers an incredible diversity of fish, and you don't even need a boat to catch them. Tarpon fishermen in particular are often able to land a sabalo magnifico from the beach or jetties. Fishing is certainly one of the island's major attractions, but simply taking a cruise and enjoying the antics of the area's aquatic denizens is quite a thrill. Bottlenose dolphins are abundant and seem to relish the attention they get from their human admirers. The Gulf of Mexico and Laguna Madre are also home to the endangered Kemp's Ridley sea turtle. If you drive the beach on South Padre during the summer months, you may see one of the most fascinating rituals in nature, as female turtles emerge from the Gulf to lay their eggs. Brought to the edge of extinction by nest predation on their primary nesting beach at Rancho Nuevo, just north of Tampico, Mexico, the Ridley sea turtles are now protected. They're making a dramatic comeback in Mexico and on South Padre Island. As you walk or drive the beach, be on the lookout for nesting sea turtles, as they lumber ashore to dig a hole in the sand and deposit their eggs. Ridley sea turtles are diurnal nesters and prefer to lay their eggs almost exclusively during daylight hours. Be sure to keep a safe distance back from the turtle and do not disturb her, as she may become alarmed and return to the Gulf without nesting. During nesting season, there is a regular turtle patrol that carefully collects the eggs to protect them until hatching. If you encounter a nesting turtle, please call Sea Turtle Incorporated at 956-761-4511. or U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service at 956-748-3607. And if you want to see a variety of sea turtles and learn more about these fascinating creatures, then visit Sea Turtle Incorporated